Hello friends, welcome back to a new session. Today's session is going to about the gloss of the paint, and this is Ramtar here. And really I hope that this session would help you to know about the gloss and why we have to check gloss and what are the angles on that we check gloss and uh, how can we just identify surface properties on the basis of gloss. So really, and what are the standards are to check the gloss. So really it's going to very be an interesting session for you, so be stay on the session. So next, moving ahead, so first we'll discuss what is a gloss. So gloss is nothing, it's an aspect of the visual perception of objects. Means how we looks objects and how objects reflects light to our eyes. So that's a nothing is a visual perception of light. In another words you can say like gloss is an attribute of surfaces, means it's a quality of surfaces that causes them to have a shiny or lustrous, metallic, matte appearance. Means totally you can say it's a quality of surfaces, means how they are looking shiny, lustrous, metallic. Metal is something very uh, uh, sparkly or something very glittery and shimmery finish, and matte finish something like a very dull finish having a low gloss. Then if you will talk about the in technical term, so you can say gloss is the amount of light reflected off a surface at angle equal to a incident light. Means the gloss is the amount of light which reflects from the substrate. This is the amount of light which reflects from the substrate and the light of the amount of light which is equal to the incident light. So that's called gloss of the paint film or any kind of substrate. And and another like way you can say gloss is a visual impression that is caused when a surface is evaluated. The more direct light is reflected, the more obvious will be impression of gloss. Means you can say like it's a visual impression how the surface is evaluating, and the more direct light reflected means how much the light is going to reflect from the substrate. Means it's going to reflect directly, or somehow it's going to uh, pass through the substrate, then there won't be reflect fully light. So it depends on the surface as well, and it depends the impression of the gloss. So gloss actually are based on the interaction of light with the physical properties of the sample surface. So it depends on the sample surface as well. The other influencing component is the psychological evolution scale. Means those are the components those can impact on the gloss level, like your psychological evaluation skills. Means how much you can detect your gloss from your eyes. And the human eye is still that the best tool to evaluate gloss differences. Means with the human eye we can also differentiate gloss labels. I mean, it's looking shiny, brighter, duller, or something matte finish. So however the visual surface control is the insufficient because evolution conditions are not clearly defined, and sometimes people not able to judge the gloss at different angles. So for that actually we use glossometer. So after about the glossometer below, in next slide. So I think you people might be having a clear a point on that what is a gloss. So gloss is nothing, it's the amount of reflected light is equal to the incident light. So this is a incident light and this is a reflective light. Now I have to glass, what are the glass measurement angles? So generally there are a lot of angles has uh, available to measure the gloss, but there are some standard angles on that we measure gloss. For example, at 20 degree we check high gloss paints. means the paint those are having a gloss level above 70 plus gloss in it. Then at 60 degree actually we check low to semi gloss paint, those are having a gloss level around 45 to 55 unit. Then at 85 degrees actually we check gloss level for flat and axial paints, means those are having gloss levels 0 to 4 or something 12 to 17 gloss in it. So this is a glossometer with the which we check the gloss. To check the gloss actually we put the glossometer on a horizontal, means on a smooth surface, a smooth painted surface, and just to be on the glossometer, and automatically once you push the this button, this one, it will give you ratings in a gloss unit. So this one is a standard ASTM D523 and 1999 USA test method for specular gloss. So with this standard actually we check gloss, and there are a lot of standards are available for, but for example I put this. So what is the difference, how can like you differentiate high gloss versus matte to semi gloss? So this, in the left side figure here is a high gloss, this figure mention high gloss, and this figure mention matte to semi gloss. So first we'll know about the high gloss. Actually in this figure you can see, in a high gloss their light uh, is coming at the surface, and there is fully amount of light is reflecting through the substrate, means there is no scattering of light, so it's called specular light. And if you will get this kind of a specular gloss, then it will be happen with the only high gloss substrate, means smooth and highly polished surface reflect image distinctly, means these are surfaces those are very smooth and highly polished, they will give you the fully or 100% gloss with the high reflection. So gloss actually depends on the reflection of light, means how much light is going to reflect without scattering. So that's depend on the surface phenomena, means surface is looking smooth or it's very plain. Then comes on matte. So in this case you can see in this figure the incident light is after falling on the substrate is going to scatter in different angles, right? So because of scattering the light, uh, there's a reflecting amount of light is not equal to the incident light, so you can't measure light incident reflected light at different angles, so it won't be able to give you a perfect or glossy finish. So this kind of phenomena actually generally happen with the substrate those are having rough surfaces, and light diffusely through the scattering in all directions. Because of that the glossometer won't be detect all the angles which is going to reflect light at different angles, and there will be no longer a brilliant surface by looking, and it could be a blurred, it could be a rough surface because of the low gloss level. So we know that the more uniform the light is scattering here, so because of that less intense is reflection in the main direction, means there will be no reflection in the main direction, and you will be not finding a proper or glossy finish because of the scattering of light after the falling on substrate. So that's why you will get matte to semi gloss finish, and in this you will get high gloss finish because of the high and smooth finish of the substrate. Then comes on next topic, why we have to measure gloss, why we have to measure gloss. So to live in a psychological, there are different you know there are different parameters we have to keep in mind, and uh, you know that to leave an first one is a psychological impact of your products on a consumer. See, why will consumer buy your product? So if it looking very shiny, then she or he will pay for that. So it actually it leaves an psychological impact on the of a product on the consumer mind. Then another words you can say like gloss, uh, like gloss sales. Gloss has been defined as the attributes of surface that cause it have to shiny or lustrous metallic appearance, and means your surface is looking shiny, lustrous or metallic appearance. It's how you can just identify. So because of gloss you can identify that your surface is shiny, lustrous or metallic. Then there's a glossimeter we use to check the gloss. So glossimeter actually having a good quality control over the control practices and eliminates the variables as a problem. So in some lots, if you are not getting proper quality with the gloss product, and if it is more curing, then that curing and any parameters of the processing can impact on the product quality. So because of, if you check the gloss, then you can just resolve that issue. Yeah, because of that I'm not getting the proper gloss. So in that way the glossometer will play a major role. Then gloss can also be a measure of the quality, and by the gloss you can measure the quality of a surface as well. Means your surface is rough, smooth or polished, well polished, or means looking shiny or not. And if it is the instant drop in gloss of a coated surface, so it can may indicate that problems with its curing, leading to other failures as well. Like you will get a poor adhesion, you can get a lack of protection for the coated surface. Means sometimes you won't be able to get a proper adhesion because of that, because of more curing of your substrate. And just you can identify this problem because of checking gloss. And really if your gloss is very good, your light is going to reflect, your product will looking shiny, you will get a proper finish, and really consumer will pay for that. So gloss is very important parameter, and to know about the quality of paint and quality of the product as well. And it leaves a very psychological and perception and on the consumer mind. Really consumer attracts towards your product because of the gloss. And you know that in a home or in different areas we need different gloss, like in kitchen we use high gloss paints, so it really gives an aesthetic look as well. And yeah, that place looking very nice. So that depend on the gloss. So I feel that really this session will be helping for you guys. And if you like the session, please like and subscribe our channel. So thank you for the watching, and thanks a lot for your time guys. So